Meghan and Harry visited an initiative run by the Justice Desk, a human rights charity in southern Africa, where they saw for themselves young women being trained to defend themselves. Harry, perhaps understandably, was a little overshadowed on the tour by the megawatt star quality of his wife and son, but he has charm and charisma in his own right. He is also undeniably sensitive and endures private inner struggles, which he movingly admitted to Tom on a solo trip to Botswana and Angola, countries that brought back sad memories of his mother. Harry strolled purposely through a minefield in Angola, retracing Diana's steps for a photographic opportunity, although the actual field through which she famously walked is now a paved street in the middle of a new development. Behind those poignant pictures was the painful story of Harry's reality, as he revealed to Tom how he really felt about photographers. Every single time I see a camera, every single time I hear a click, every single time I see a flash, it takes me straight back. His mother's death is a wound that will not heal. The photographers are still the worst reminders of her life, and presumably her death. He openly discussed his mental health issues with Tom, who has also been candid about his own need to take 5 months off work in 2018 because of severe insomnia. Meghan had stayed in Cape Town with Archie. While Tom and his camera crew, and most of the press corps were following Harry, his wife paid a visit that would have been high on Diana's list of things to do. She took a bag of baby clothes that Archie had already outgrown to a mothers-to-mothers centre, a charity that offers counsel and mentoring to young mums living with HIV. On another occasion, Meghan quietly visited the memorial for the murdered 19-year-old South African student Uyunene Muhetiana. She had been raped, tortured and killed at Cape Town's Clarinch post office in August 2019. Her brutal death sparked demonstrations throughout the country against gender-based crimes of violence in South Africa. Meghan tied a yellow ribbon there that bore the message, "We stand together in this moment," written in the local language of Xhosa, as a further mark of respect. Meghan expressed her concerns for women and her desire to encourage change and progress. She said, "In a world that can seem so aggressive, confrontational and dangerous, you should know that you have the power to change it." In particular, she made a connection with people of colour in a way that nobody else in the royal family could. She had a natural ease with everyone, whether giving a warm hug to a young African boy in the crowd, or having a laugh with Gracia Machel, the widow of Nelson Mandela. Only Harry came close to demonstrating such rapport. So much positivity turned to dust, however, when she was reunited with Harry in Johannesburg. His return coincided with their announcement about their legal suit, and the unequivocal statement from Harry released on their website, in which he said his wife had become one of the latest victims of a British tabloid press that wages campaigns against individuals with no thought to the consequences. The legal action, he explained, involved the contents of a private letter, being published unlawfully in an intentionally destructive manner. He also referenced Princess Diana. "I've seen what happens when someone I love is commoditized to the point that they are no longer treated or seen as a real person. I lost my mother, and now I watch my wife falling victim to the same powerful forces." It was strong stuff, but it did not seem to be met with anything resembling contrition or apology from those powerful forces. Far from it. The general consensus was that Harry's outburst, for that was how it was viewed, had ruined the tour. The couple had made it all about them. The wish you were here postcards home, designed to depict a wholly varnished scene of local life and typify the self-congratulatory royal tours around the old empire, had been replaced with a giant slice of bitter reality. Meghan, it seemed, was not playing the game as the media wanted her to do. But who are the so-called royal experts and columnists shouting the odds about how she should behave at every opportunity? And what exactly is this media invention of a royal expert? Someone who knows the correct way to bow or curtsy when you meet the Queen? It strikes me as a truly meaningless label, especially since Harry and Meghan were shining a light on such important